Hey y'all, so I'm sharing a video on how I make bread at home for my family with ingredients that you might have right in your cabinet. So the descriptions on the ingredients and measurements will be in the description box, but first I'm going to pour all my wet ingredients into my bread pan: milk, egg, and vanilla extract. Then I'm going to use my dry ingredients, which is bread flour, or you can use all-purpose flour, whatever you have. Bread flour, sugar, and salt. After the dry ingredients are in, I'm going to use my butter and I'm going to cut it into fours and put it in the corners to make 4 pockets of butter. And then for my yeast, I'm going to make an indentation inside of my flour and pour my yeast in. But you got to be careful to make sure no other ingredients are touching your yeast. I'm going to plug up my bread machine and put it on the dough setting. This is really cool because with this dough setting, it allows for you to walk away and do other things while you're trying to wait for your bread dough to be ready. It'll knead your bread for you. It allows it to go through 2 rises, and then I'll be able to take it out and start forming my bread. Okay, so the bread has rose. I'm going to take it out and dump it onto parchment paper. Once I dump it, I'm going to cut my bread into 3 different sections, and I'm going to cut my 3 sections into 3 other sections. And for this, I tried to slow it down so you all can grasp how I make the rolls, but I just form a circle and tuck in the edges. And I'm going to do this about 12 times to make a nice loaf of rolls. After I do that, I'm going to put butter on top of all of the rolls. And then I'm going to cover it with my parchment paper, stick it in my oven under the light, allow it to rise for about an hour, and this is how it turns out. Then I'm going to bake on 375 for about 15 minutes until golden brown. Once I take it out the oven, I'm going to brush it with butter, and yes, there we have it. Simple bread with ingredients you have at